Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the BTM channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing my official Cincinnati Bengals mock draft. The draft honestly has come up very quickly. It's coming up very soon here. I'm planning on probably doing a full first round mock draft for all the NFL teams. But first and foremost, we're going to be doing my Bengals. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. Alrighty, so we are going to be using a mock draft simulator, as you can see on the screen. This is the Pro Football Network one. It's free. Of course, I'm going to use the free one. But yeah, we're going to be using this to decide, what picks we make and all that good stuff. So I'm going to be doing the full 7-round draft. So, starting it off, pick number 17. Alrighty, with the first pick that I'm going to be making for my Bengals mock draft, I'm going to be taking Malachi Starks out of Georgia. So, I mean, this guy, of course, 6 foot. This gives you a little rundown. This guy was a fantastic safety at Georgia. 6 foot, 197 pounds. He's got great ball vision, great tracking skills. I mean, overall, he is a very good safety, and this position, I think, is something I would like to see the Bengals address very quickly. I think, with this, you can kind of switch around, put this guy at safety, maybe, Dax Hill, he was already playing cornerback. I think this position, all year long, we had good depth. There was not many injuries, but we were just bad. Geno Stone turned up at the end of the year, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, with my first pick in the Bengals mock draft, I'm going to be taking Malachi Starks. Alrighty, with my second pick in my mock draft, I'm going to be selecting Tyleik Williams out of Ohio State. This guy, I mean, he was fantastic at Ohio State. I mean, he's a ginormous dude. I mean, pause. I don't know if I need to pause that, but you guys know what I'm saying. This is a big dude, 6'2", 334 pounds. He's just an absolute unit. As you can see here, it says, he is impossible block one-on-one, which if you watch any Ohio State games, this guy was just a monster in one-on-one situations. Easily could get by his guy. And yeah, we could not stop the run last year. And so I think this guy would be a great guy to add to that defensive tackle position. We got some young guys that we're bringing up, that we're got to be trying out. Chris Jenkins, one of the names. We brought B.J. Hill back. I think this would be a good guy to add to that to really solidify and hopefully develop that defensive tackle position. So with my second pick in my mock draft, I'm going to be taking Tyleik Williams. Alrighty, next in my mock draft, I think it's finally time we address the edge position. Of course, a lot of people, they're taking edges with their first round pick. I wouldn't be mad at that, but I think, we got, Myles Murphy. Do we still believe in him? I don't know. That's something the Bengals got to decide. And then, obviously, we don't know what's happening with Trey Hendrickson. So, a lot still up in the air. But that being said, I'm going to take Josiah Stewart out of Michigan. I love watching this guy at Michigan. Again, saw him in some of those, rivalry games, Michigan, Ohio State, stuff like that. 6'1", 249 pounds. Of course, this again gives a brief rundown. Very explosive, has a big frame, and he has very high energy guy. I think would be good to add to the locker room as well. So with my third round pick for the Bengals, I'm going to be taking Josiah Stewart. Alrighty, so I'm a little surprised this guy. I feel like this guy might get drafted a little sooner than this, but of course, again, we're going off the mock draft simulator here. With my 4th round pick, I'm going to be taking Jackson Slater. This guy, of course, played at Sacramento State. Kind of a unknown name, I guess you could say. Our offensive line still lacked last year. It still was not great. This is just a constant battle for us. We need to improve this position. Again, here's the brief rundown on this guy. Again, standout at the Senior Bowl, elite athletic tester at the NFL Combine. And yeah, I mean, I think it also, this guy at Sacramento State was very versatile, so you could put him in multiple different positions. But yeah, overall, I do think Jackson Slater here, it would be a very nice choice for us. So yeah, with my 4th round pick, I'm going to be taking Jackson Slater. Alrighty, now on to my 5th round pick. I think it's time to get the cornerback position a little more depth in there. Of course, it seems like we got all these young guys, but why not add one more? And I am going to take Justin Wally, cornerback out of Minnesota. This guy, there's a little bit of criticism, of course, with this guy, his height, his weight. You know, he's a little smaller guy. He's not a huge guy, but as well as the other criticisms of this guy is he's an average tackler. He did miss a lot of tackles in Minnesota, but I do think he can definitely improve on that. This guy has very good he is an athletic freak. Has got great speed, great ball awareness, great ball vision. He is a fantastic player. I would really like to see us get him. Granted, this guy we might be able to wait on. I really think this guy is a very underrated player. Of course, I didn't see too much of him in Minnesota. Not many of those games around where I'm at. But nonetheless, what I did see of him, watched a little film on him, he looked very good. And I do think he can develop into something that might start on this team. But yeah, I just think, we got a lot of new young, cornerbacks. Why not add another one? And yeah, I'm going to take Justin Wally here with my 5th round pick. Alrighty, now we finally get kind of I would say a little switch of a pick, something different for me. Not the boring defensive positions, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, those are essential positions, though. This pick, I am going to take a running back, and we're going to keep him in Cincinnati. I'm going to take Corey Kiner out of the University of Cincinnati. So this guy, I think we do need to add another running back. Chase Brown's obviously fantastic, but he had so much on him, and I believe we lost Khalil Herbert during free agency. So I think this is a guy that would be very good to add. As you can see, here's a little rundown of him. 5'8", 209 pounds. Small guy. He's a small guy. But this guy, watching him at Cincinnati, as it says here, very, very good at, causing missed tackles. He is fantastic at not going down. And, he has pretty good pass protection as well, which is something, at times some of our running backs in the past in Cincinnati have struggled with. But yeah, I overall think this guy would be a great guy to add to the team. And now we'll move on to our final pick. Alrighty, so after going through the full mock draft, I realized the Bengals did not have a 7th round pick. That's on me. My bad. I forgot we do not have a 7th round pick this year. But these are my picks for my mock draft. Let me know what you guys think about them. Like I said, I personally think these guys would be fantastic fit for the Bengals. But let me know what you guys would change, what you guys want to see from the Bengals during the draft. And yeah, without further ado, make sure to like and subscribe. See you guys next one. Peace out.